My goodness, finally, man. Before I get into this video or this the outro, I want to just tell you guys this week has been crazy. Since Monday, it's been a nightmare trying to get this video uploaded onto YouTube. Originally, all of the clips were uploaded on Sunday, completed. I just had to put them together in a video editor, and I normally use the YouTube editing program for that. Now, this is what happened. Monday, I put all the clips together, and I went to bed. I let it process. At least I attempted to go through the processing, and I woke up the next day and it said failure. So I said, man, what happened? I just thought something, maybe my connection went out or just something with the server. So I did it again. During the day, I let it process, and I got another failure after like 4 or 5 hours of processing. Then that was it Monday? So, yeah, that was Monday. Then Tuesday, Monday night, I let it upload, go through process mode again. Woke up again, it said failure. And I went through the whole process again. Tuesday afternoon, I tried to get it to upload, and it just kept saying it was a failure. So I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know what to do. But it was a Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday I tried again. But this time I arranged the clips in a different order, and it worked. So I didn't get the video like processed with all the clips together until like Wednesday night. Yeah, it was like Wednesday night sometime. And I didn't even get to the subtitles yet because of that. So I started on the subtitles. Today is Friday. I started transcribing everything yesterday. Like, I think it was last night? I think it was yesterday night. So it was hell for me this entire week with this level of video. I never had this problem before. It was just really, really strange. So this is why it took so long for me to get the video uploaded. If it would have went through Monday, the video would have been up Tuesday, Monday night. But anyway, that's in the past. We got through it. So yeah, this level of video was pretty good. It was a great experience. There were like 3 parts. The first part was the picnic, Burmese picnic. The second part was what was that? Oh, Cleveland Market, the Asian Chinatown. And then the third part was the farmers market in Cleveland. So I'm gonna start from the first part, talk about the experience, and then I want to show you guys something that was introduced to me by Eric. Well, first of all, let me show you that now. When I went to Cleveland, Eric gave me this bag here. Okay. That Bruce Lee on there, that Bruce Lee. Yeah, he gave me this bag, and basically this is how it works. I put it on like this, on my shoulder, like that. And it's just a carrying bag like that. It's a little different from the original book bag that I have. And as you can see, there's a pocket here. Okay, here. There's a pocket right here. It's a little tore up. Eric tore it up when he was in Japan. But basically what this is for is it's for the camera. It's for my GoPro camera. Let me show you guys real quick. I got plenty of time since I'm using my iPhone. I don't have to worry about time running out. So this is the camera that I'm using to make my level up videos. For those of you who don't know, if this is your first time watching this video or second time or how many other times, I'm using this video to make my level up videos. Now Eric, because normally I wear my hat, and the hat that I wear, the camera's like right here on my forehead, literally. It's hidden inside the hat. So I went up to Cleveland, what was it? Last week, Wednesday night. And Eric told me, he said, man, I don't want you wearing that hat. It's too hot. He said, I'm going to show you another method to use the camera. So he introduced this bag to me. But anyway, you put the camera in like this. It goes inside this little pouch. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Well, it's got a hole in it, so I could just put it inside like that. Okay, give me just a second here. If I was smart, I would have put it in there before I even started this video, but I wasn't thinking. Okay, so look, this is what I do. I put it in here. Make sure before I start recording, I make sure this thing is sticking out. You don't want anything blocking it. Now I noticed when I went back and edited the video, there were some strings like hanging in the front of it. So yeah, you want to make sure nothing like that happens, and then you can put this down there to keep it into place. Ooh, hold on for a second. You keep it into place like that, and then you can just walk around. You can have your hand like this. You know, if you just hold it like this if you want to just, you turn around and, just do something like that. But normally I just let it hang off from the side like that and just walk. And I'm just standing there talking. So it's like that. And then originally there are lights. When this is recording, you can see a blue light, which is the blue light will come on. That's the internet light. It lets you know that it's online. And then there's a red flashing light that lets you know it's recording. But there are ways to turn it off. And that's what's awesome about this camera. You can literally turn off the lights and turn off the sounds. So I turn everything off. So when I'm walking around, yeah, obviously it's a camera. You can see the camera. Okay, I'm going to turn it like this for a second. Obviously it's a camera. Okay, you see that? It's a camera, but you can't see the lights. And people look at it and say, oh, okay, he just has a camera in his pocket and he's not doing anything. They don't think it's on. But in actuality, it's recording. So that's what I was doing this when I was on this level of mission. When I went to the picnic and all the other scenes you watched. The only problem that you guys noticed was it was my first time using the camera. But if I'm talking to someone on this side, I wasn't thinking about the camera. So when I was talking to him, my head was literally like this. I didn't face him like that because I'm so used to wearing a hat. And as you guys know, the camera being up here, wherever my head turns or wherever I'm facing, I'm going to get all the footage. So I wasn't really used to, okay, let me turn so I can get you. And that was the only issue. I have to keep in mind when I'm recording. I got to make sure this camera is facing my my victim, if you will. So, but that's what I use for this level of video, and I think I'm going to use it again. I just got to keep in mind that I have to turn like this, or just turn my body, because it has fisheye effect. So I could just turn a little bit and I'll still get all that footage. So yeah, that's what I use to level up. Let's see, anything else I need to mention before I get into the scenes? So that's the other approach I use to record. And thanks, Eric, my friend, for introducing this to me, because yeah, the hat, it gets hot. I got used to it, but at the same time, it's always good to have different methods. And hell, besides this method, it's he even says it's always good to come up with more methods for recording. Just in case, because you never know what happens. I could be in the store somewhere and I'm walking around with my bag, and someone say, oh, you can't carry your bags around. You know how you go to certain stores and they tell you got to put the bag behind the counter while you're shopping. See, something like that can happen. And if that happens, then what's the backup plan? Then with my hat, they can tell me, take your hat off. You can't wear hats in the building, or blah, blah, blah. So it's always good to have different methods when recording with that GoPro camera. Now, to get into the scenes, like I said, I had a great time. I enjoyed it. And I want to thank my buddy Eric for inviting me up there to Cleveland to, take me to that picnic. It was awesome. Actually, just from that scene, I had at least, how many, let me see. The footage was like over 2 hours. I had to cut out a lot of parts. I pretty much just took out the best parts of the picnic. Okay, I had a lot of footage there. And it was really, really interesting. I haven't met too many Burmese people in my life. I met, like that last video you guys saw when I was with Eric. When we were in Akron, that was like my second time meeting a Burmese person. Third time. 10 plus years ago, I met one Burmese person, this Burmese girl. She was in my Japanese class. And then there was another guy, Jamal Ichimaru-san, one of his friends he introduced me to. He was from Burma. So, I haven't met many Burmese people. So being around all those Burmese people at that picnic was really awesome. And not only that, some of them were Chinese Burmese. They were like the Chinese, like in Chinese they call them like the Huaqiao. They like the Chinese people. They're Chinese, but they grew up in a different country. So these Chinese people, they grew up in Burma, so they spoke both languages. And there were quite a few of them there, and it was just really interesting. Some of them even speak Cantonese. So as you guys saw, I was able to get Cantonese in. It was Mandarin. It was really awesome. I thought I was just gonna get Burmese in, and I ended up getting Hindi Urdu. That was interesting. Indian guy, he grew up in Burma, so he spoke Burmese as one of his native languages. So that, and what else was in the scene? Interesting. It's just a good thing to be that exposure. When you're learning a language at first, you stumbling around. When you get to walk around and hear the language, and people ask you questions. They ask you the same questions, and then you get used to hearing those questions. It just gets easier, and that's because of the exposure. So you just can't be afraid. Just get around the people who speak the language, and just use what you know. Just speak. Don't worry about how you sound, because they're going to appreciate it. Regardless of pronunciation or accent, they're going to appreciate what you're doing, and they're always happy to help. So that's a good thing about being around a lot of native speakers. What else? Oh, and then the older woman, Wilson's mom. She was at the beginning of the video. Like I saw her standing there, and she was listening to me speak Burmese. I had no idea she spoke Chinese. Her and her husband, I didn't know. So at the end, we were leaving. She was running. She said, "Ching tai, ching tai." I was like, "Wait a minute." She just said vegetables in Chinese. And I was kind of surprised because, like I said, I didn't really expect that. I was just expecting Burmese. That's it. But yeah, she was nice. It was fun talking with her. And yeah, they have that gathering every year on the 4th of July, and I will be going to the one next year. And my goal, I set a goal for myself, because Burmese is actually one of my active languages now. I set my goal to I want to get to a fluent level before that time comes. The next time I go to that Burmese gathering, I'm going to be able to speak Burmese way better than I do now. So I'm very motivated. That experience itself just gave me a lot of motivation. The people were nice. They appreciated. They even gave me a Burmese name. What is it? Oh man, what was it? My Burmese name was like Meow. It was a Meow or something like that, right? Yeah, it was. My Burmese name is Meow. They wrote it down for me. Let me see here. What's it? Yeah, meow. Yeah, that's what it is. Meow, meow. And they said it meant meow. They said it meant success in Burmese. So they gave me a Burmese name. That's awesome. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that experience. It was very, very great. Now, what was the next thing I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the second experience, the the Cleveland market. Now, there was more footage than that. We went to another place, but we walked around. We were in that place for like 15, 20 minutes. And there were Chinese people in there, Vietnamese, but I didn't level up. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. It was, sometimes I get like that. Like I go to certain places, and even though there are people there, it's kind of hard to level up. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And that's how it was there when we went. So I didn't add any footage from that place. Now, the second place we went to was that market you guys saw where it was really sloppy. I got Vietnamese in, I got Mandarin, Cantonese, almost got Spanish in, almost. But I don't know, it didn't work out. But that was really, really fun, man. It was really, really, I enjoyed that so much. And it's always good to go to those type of places, But you got to remember, you can't be afraid to approach customers. It's easy to approach customers. Now, I'm sorry. No, it's not easy to approach customers. It's easy to start up a conversation with the workers because they work there. It's customer service. If you ask them something, they have to help you. They ring you up. That's an opportunity to say, okay, I'm already here. I could just say something to them. But with a customer, it's a bit different. You know, you really got to be creative, and you know, it's just it's very difficult. But I've learned that when you go to these places, those are the best situations. Those are the best situations speaking with the customers, because they really be surprised, and they're in this random place. They don't know what's going on, and they could possibly be with someone else, and you know, it just it gets crazy. So if you can, you know, just, you know, try it out. Go to some market. You know, if you learn Chinese, go to a Chinese market and just try it out. You know, walk up to a customer and ask him something, you know, something common about what time the store closes, or do you know where this is? You know, just like how I did in that you know, in the level of video. What else? I feel like there was something else I was missing, and I met another Burmese guy in the second scene. That was fun. But he was Korean. You know, they have these different ethnicities in Burma, and not everyone speaks Burmese. He said he only spoke a little Burmese, but he spoke the Korean language. So, but yeah, that was very interesting. So that was the second scene. Anything else from the second scene? That's it. What else? Yeah, I think that's it from the second scene. The third scene, last scene, was the part where we went to the farmer's market. I love those type of situations. I really do. Like, it's so random. You just don't, it's random. You know, they had Hungarian, man, they had Hungarian there. They had Ukrainian, Russians. I'm sure they had some Germans there. They had Chinese, some Korean. It was crazy. Then, like, again, the customers. This couple was from Romania, and you know what? I didn't even hear them speaking Romanian. It was one of the workers. This guy, he was from. I actually spoke to him in Russian, but I didn't add the part because I ran out of space, and I was trying to keep the best parts, and I had to choose between that and the Romanian scene, and I just decided to keep the Romanian. But he asked the guy if he was Albanian, and the guy said Romanian, and my heart literally dropped. I got really, really surprised. You know that feeling you get when, like, I don't know, how can I compare it? What can I compare this to? I don't know, maybe like, you know, you turn on the radio, you hear your favorite song, you really love this song, and it comes on, and you just get like this energy. You feel all this energy. That's how I felt. When a guy said Romania, I was like, oh my God, Romania. I was like, wow. And then my heart was beating real fast. I was like, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And then, like, I just walked over and I greeted him. And there were things that I wanted to say that I couldn't remember because of the excitement. It was crazy. Not to mention, that was my first time speaking Romanian with a native face to face. I haven't even chatted with a native online. Oh, I take it back. When I was in Cleveland, I leveled up. But I met a Romanian guy out in Cleveland, but that was a little different because I think that day I met him, I just started Romanian like the day before. So I couldn't even say like basic things. I just knew like a word or two, you know. But I mean, even so, I still considered it a leveling up experience because I actually had to, you know, I got to use something with the native speaker. But yeah, that was awesome. I was really, really surprised, and I was excited to speak with those Romanians. That really boosted my motivation up, and I can't wait to go back out and level up again. When I got back home, I hit that Romanian hard. Literally, I hit it hard. So yeah, so that's the Romanian scene, and then who else did we speak with? The Hungarians. That was interesting. I didn't expect that. I only knew one word, and they were surprised from that. Very interesting story the guy shared with us. What else? Hungarian, spoke Korean with the woman. Then there was a Ukrainian guy. I didn't add that scene because I ran out of space. What else? Oh, and the Arab guy, spoke with him. That was interesting. And then at the last scene was the Spanish. And I didn't think I was going to get that in because there was more footage. I had to cut that down. But yeah, I was able to get some Spanish in that video. I didn't think it was going to happen. But yeah, that was a level up video. Thanks for being patient. Like I said, this week has been a nightmare for me. It's been very difficult getting this video to upload. And I just hope you guys enjoyed it. And I appreciate all the support. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for viewing. And today, today is Friday. I normally make a telephone level up video, but since I had all these problems with this level up video, I decided to just wait until next week. So there will be no telephone level up for today. So that is it. I really hope I'm not leaving anything out. Great experience. Yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, thanks for viewing and have a great weekend.